Ever wonder why the same stressful patterns keep repeating themselves, no matter how hard you try to be positive? Stay tuned for the power of metacognition for physicians and how awareness alone can interrupt overwhelm and create real relief. Hey Doc, welcome back to the Resilient MD, the podcast and YouTube channel where women physicians learn how to reclaim their energy, protect their purpose, and redesign their lives from the inside out. I'm your host, Dr. Anna MacDowell, a certified life coach, a practicing allergist, and someone who has lived both the beauty and the burnout of medicine. And today, we're diving into one of the most powerful skills you can develop as a human and especially as a doctor: metacognition, the ability to observe your own thoughts, not react to them, not judge them, but simply become aware of them. Because awareness is the gateway. And without it, we can't change the thoughts that are keeping us stuck, overwhelmed, or headed towards burnout. Let's get into it. So, what is metacognition, anyways? Metacognition sounds like a big, fancy word, very academic, very neuroscience, really, right? But really, it's simple. It means noticing what you're thinking while you're thinking it. Instead of swimming in your thoughts like water you can't even see, metacognition pulls you above the waterline so you can observe what is going on. And here is why this matters so much. Most of us, especially doctors, run on mental autopilot. We have thousands of thoughts every day. In fact, it is described that we have over 6,000 thoughts a day. And unless we intentionally pause to notice them, we unconsciously believe every single one of them. Thoughts like, I'm behind, I should be doing more, everyone else is handling this better than I am, I can't slow down, I don't have time, if I don't do it myself, it won't get done. These seems irrelevant, but these thoughts feel like facts, and they can potentially generate frustration and stress in our lives. Remember the life coach school model? The circumstances are neutral. Thoughts about the circumstances are what create the feelings. The feelings drive our actions. The actions are what ultimately create the results we have in our lives. So if we want different results, maybe less stress, better boundaries, more joy, we must start with the thoughts. So why awareness is the first step to change? The reality is that our thoughts are not facts. They are optional sentences in our mind, but we can't change something that we're not aware of. Awareness always comes first, but we can't shift a thought if we haven't identified it. That's where metacognition is the first courageous step. It's like turning on the lights in a clutter room. The mess was always there, but once you see it, you can move the furniture, clear the space, and redesign the whole room. And that's what metacognition does. It makes the invisible visible. The problem is that the most thoughts run automatically, and most physicians live in a chronic, rushed mental state. It's no wonder our brains are trained for speed, efficiency, and problem solving. But the dark side of this is we rarely pause long enough to notice what we are actually thinking. Instead, we react, we multitask, We judge ourselves, we catastrophize, we push harder, we white knuckle through the day. This is how many of us end up in burnout, exhausted, resentful, disconnected, and wondering if something is wrong with us. But burnout is not a character flaw. It's a thinking pattern repeated over time that leads to emotional exhaustion and decreased personal accomplishment. And every thinking pattern can be interrupted. That interruption begins with one single question. What am I thinking right now? So let's start with our own example of real life. Let me give you a word scenario. You open your inbox and you see like 27 new messages. Your immediate thought is, this is too much. I'll never get through this. That one thought generates overwhelm. Overwhelm leads to avoidance or frustration, maybe. The avoidance will lead to backlog. Backlog will lead to spending your evening charting and answering all those messages. The result, you end up proving your own original thought true that was too much. But here's the magic. If you can pause even for 10 seconds and notice that thought as only a thought, you create the space for something new. Maybe a bridge thought, a thought like, I can handle one message at a time. Or maybe a different thought like, I don't need to finish this, I just need to start it. That tiny shift can change your entire emotional experience. Metacognition is a tool for a better future. And here's what I want you to take away. Your future is created by the thoughts you think today, not by your schedule, not by your inbox. Definitely not by the EHR or by your hospital staffing situation. Those are circumstances and they are neutral, and many times we cannot change them. Your future is shaped by how you talk to yourself, what you believe is possible, what you assume about your limits, what you make a situation mean. And this is where metacognition becomes life-changing. Because when you become aware of a thought like, I can't do this, you can replace it with a steady, believable thought like, I'm learning to do this. I can take the next step. Or I can choose how I respond. These aligns with the bridge thoughts I teach in my program, moving gradually from a negative belief toward a more empowering one. Awareness is the door. Bridge thoughts are the walkaway. Intentional thinking is the destination. Hey doc, if this year has felt heavier than you expected, you're not alone. Maybe you've been pushing through long days, feeling drained before you even get to work, or wondering quietly, is this just how medicine is nowadays? I know that feeling because I've lived it. As physicians, especially as women in medicine, we carry so much more than anyone realizes. The emotional load, the invisible work, the expectations, and somewhere along the way we forget ourselves. But here's the truth. Burnout doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're failing. It means you've been trying to hold everything together on your own for far too long, and you don't have to. This season, as we move into a new year, I want to offer you something different. Not another resolution you forget by February, not another productivity hack, but a real chance to change how you think, how you feel, and how you experience your life and career. That's why I created the Resilient MD, a 6-week one-on-one physician coaching program designed specifically for women physicians who feel overwhelmed, stuck, or on the edge of burnout. Together, we'll uncover the thoughts driving your exhaustion, reshape the actions that are keeping you stuck, build believable bridge thoughts, and create a plan that brings your life back into balance with clarity, purpose, and compassion. So if you're feeling the weight of this past year, if you're craving a change, if you want to walk into the new year lighter, clearer, and more in control, make this the year you choose you. Make this the New Year's resolution that actually counts. Your transformation can start right now. Click the link, sign up, and let's begin your journey to becoming a truly resilient MD. You deserve to feel like yourself again, and I will be right here to help you get there. Now, here is how you put metacognition into practice daily. Here are simple, doctor-friendly ways to build that into your day. You can start by doing a thought download, spend 3 minutes, or just fill out a page writing whatever thoughts you had during the day. Not polish, just pour all into a paper. Just notice them. Do not judge them. Identify one thought that didn't serve you. Maybe it was something like, I'm behind, or I can't get a break, I'm failing. Circle it. See something that is like a pattern that you're having. That's the thought that you need to examine. You need to examine it compassionately. And then ask that golden question. Is this thought helping me create the life I want? If not, it's the one you want to shift. Replace it with a bridge thought, not toxic positivity. Don't go to I love my job if you don't. It has to be something neutral, something believable, steady. Examples I use with my coaching clients are I go from I hate my job to I hate my job and that's okay right now. Then you move on to there are parts of my job I don't hate. And then to someday I will enjoy parts of my job again, and so on. This is emotional recalibration, one thought at a time. So why this matters for physicians? Metacognition isn't abstract. It's really a survival skill in medicine. It helps you reduce emotional exhaustion, break old thinking loops, build resilience, respond instead of react. It helps you create boundaries, improve relationships, protect your mental health, and rediscover purpose. Awareness is what allowed me to shift from burnout to resilience, to build a life where I still work hard, but without the negative emotional weight I once carried. This is the transformation I now want to pass on to you. So today, I want to invite you to begin noticing your thoughts gently, lovingly, without judgment. Thoughts are not truth. They are optional. They are the patterns of the life you have created for yourself. And most of them are outdated stories your brain is recycling from stress and habit. But once you become aware of them, once you develop the skills of metacognition, you gain the power of choosing new ones. And when your thoughts change, your feelings will change, your actions will change, your results will change, and your life will change. You are not stuck. You are simply one thought away from a different future. Thank you for joining me today. I am so proud of you and your work you're doing, not just in medicine, but within yourself. I want to take a moment to acknowledge that even though we have been talking about personal changes and improvement, the source of a lot of the frustrations is the broken health system. From now to the end of the year, we will focus on that. If we want that to change, we need to discuss it more openly, and we need the public to become aware of the issues that we are suffering. So make sure to subscribe and tell your friends about this podcast. Not just your physician friends, all of your friends and family, to let as many people as possible know about what we go through. Oh, and one more thing. Before you go, make sure you snag that time saving guide that goes with the time management series. It is still available, and it's like a mini roadmap to help you get back 10 plus hours a week. Yes, really. Head to annamacdowell.com/guide or use the link in the description below. If you are enjoying the podcast, and if this episode resonated with you, would you share it with a fellow physician or any friends who need encouragement? And please take a moment to rate it 5-star on Apple Podcasts or your favorite platform, and hit the like button on your YouTube channel. Your support really helps this message reach for more amazing women like you. Until next time, take a deep breath. Notice your thoughts and choose one that serves you. I'm Dr. Anna MacDowell, and you are a Resilient MD. See you next week.